You may be wondering, why don't I post a video every week? And why on the weekends only? To answer your question, procrastination. Hello everybody, I'm Martian999 and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be about the Totem expansion mod. Now what this mod does is, well, it's in the name, it expands upon the totem. However, not only does it expand upon the totem by adding new ones, it will also improve the totem we currently have in a very specific way. So, without further interruptions, let's get into the video. First up, we have the Totem Base. Now, in order to craft this, you're going to need 4 clay and 1 stick. And you will get a single Totem Base. And that's pretty much it for the Totem Base. So, next up, we have the Totem Heads, which you will use to craft the totems. So, first up, we have here the Totem of Undying head, the Ascending head, Smouldering head, Breathing head, Defusing head, blah blah blah, a bunch of other heads. So, in order to get these, you need to kill a bunch of hostile mobs. Now, of course, this is a very rare drop, so you're not likely going to find it every time you kill. In fact, it's so rare that you'd be lucky just to get one of these. And the thing about this is, the Totem of Undying, yeah, it still drops whole from I don't remember its name, but they still drop it, so that's good. Up next, we have the Totem of Undying. Now, in order to craft this, you're going to need the Totem of Undying head and a Totem Base, and you'll get 1 Totem of Undying. Now, these still drop from the mob I still don't know the name of because I didn't look it up or anything. But you can also get heads from hostile mobs, or you can probably just find these in your world somewhere. But anyway, so I'm going to take this, and I am going to, oh, not a sec. And now by using this contraption that was totally here the entire time, I am going to kill myself. But I'm not going to hold the Totem of Undying. In fact, I'm going to put it right here, and as you can see, the Totem of Dying worked, even though it was not in my hotbar or even being held at all. And you'll notice, it's not in my inventory. You will get regeneration 2 from the Totem of Undying, and as you saw earlier, that's the new 1.13 or 14 texture, I think, actually. I don't know. But as you saw there, the Totem of Undying basically works now anywhere in your inventory, so you don't have to hold it anymore. And that goes for all the other totems, except for the ones you actually have to right-click to activate. So moving on. Next up, we have the Totem of Ascending. Now, in order to craft this, you're going to need the Ascending head and the Totem Base. Now, if you fall into the void or from a very large height, this will prevent you from dying. So to demonstrate, I will climb this really tall ladder. Almost there. So close. I see the top. Oh, finally. After so long, I've made it. Oh boy, this is a really long fall. Okay, I can do this. Just gotta get my Totem of Ascending. So I'm gonna fall into the void, and it will prevent me from dying horribly. This will be very useful in the end. Here we go. No. I wasn't prepared for this. Oh. As you can see, it will give you Levitation 3 for a couple seconds. Like a little longer than half a minute, like 50 seconds maybe. Oh, there's some lapis. Almost diamonds. So, yeah, this will be more than enough time to get out of the hole. And another thing, there's a challenge. So another thing is, you can also fly down if you hold shift. really useful for the levitation. Yeah. Not too sure if it affects shulker levitation or if it's just like levitation 3 or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was the Totem of Ascending. Next up, we have the Totem of Smouldering. To craft this, you're going to need a Totem of Smouldering head, a Totem Base, and you'll get the Totem of Smouldering. This will save you when you're set on fire or, you know, fall into lava like so. Yeah, you'll instantly get fire resistance 3 for, once again, like 50 seconds. I'm just going to put myself out so I can continue my showcase. Okay, next up is the Totem of Breathing. To craft this, you're going to need one Totem of Breathing head, a Totem Base, and you get the Totem of Breathing. This basically, well, I'm pretty sure you can guess what this does. It's going to take a second. So, how y'all doing? Turn the video. Oh, hey, look, that worked. So, as you can see, it gives me night vision 3 and water breathing 3 for about like 50 seconds again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, these totems don't have a whole lot to them other than saving your life. That's like the most common theme among them. Also ending with ING. I don't know why they all had to end with those 3 letters. It's weird. Next up, we have the Totem of Defusing. Have to rain every time. Like I said, next up we have the Totem of Defusing. To craft this, you're gonna need the Totem of Defusing head, a Totem Base, and you get the Totem of Defusing. It diffuses any explosions you are involved with. This, of course, also includes creeper explosions. So if I just ignite this TNT, boom, diffused. No damage of any kind. That is a Minecraft player's best friend against creepers. This is a creeper's worst nightmare. Right here. So next up we have the Totem of Repairing. And as you can see here, it needs a Totem Repairing head. I know, shocker. And the Totem Base. So if I just grab this right here, and I cause this shovel to be broken by, like, I don't know, oh no, it broke! Well, as you can see, it's fully repaired now. This will work for any type of tool, but you should know that doesn't work for things that aren't classified as tools. So, swords won't count because I think they're counted as weapons rather than tools. Or at least that's just how the mod creator made it go. So be wary, it will not repair your swords in the middle of a fight. Just your shovels, pickaxes, axes, and other things. Next up we have the Totem of Spelunking. Now how this one works is a little bit different along with the next 2. So to craft this you're going to need a Totem of Spelunking head, a Totem Base, and yeah, you get the idea by now. So the Totem of Spelunking, as you can see, grants the ability to detect ores around you. Now this one works a little differently, like I said. Instead of the usual thing where you have to keep it in your inventory, you actually have to right click to use this one. So if I right click, you'll notice I gain a new effect known as Spelunking for like 45 seconds. Huh, guess I was wrong about the 50-second thing. So anyway, you will notice that I can see an icon. That little icon thing over there? Yeah, that's an ore. So if I walk around, you'll see it's a gold ore. And it doesn't really specify. Actually, now you can see a bunch of ores down there. Each individual ore will have their own little icon that shows there's an ore there. This is very useful. Like, you can see ores way in the distance, like over here. This is like a miner's dream right here. You are gonna want these when you go mining for diamonds. This is the best thing ever. Next up, we have the Totem of Advancing. Now, you already know how to craft this blah 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 advancing head. And so anyway, to use this one, well, you just right click and it will advance time for you. Now, how much it advances is well, it does get set back a little bit each time, so if you do enough times, the moon will, instead of be right there, it'll be like all the way over there if you do it enough. So luckily I have a bed, so I can just sleep the night away. I'm awake and not standing in tall grass. So next up, or well, finally, to be honest, there's nothing else left. And finally, we have the Totem of Recalling. You already know how to craft this. So the Totem of Recalling, it sends you back home. How does it send you back home? Well, I'll show you. Let me just go over here into the lab. All the way down here. Because I gotta show you what happens when you go through ground. So if you right click with this, other than suffocating in the ground a bit, you will be sent back to your bed. Now, it will find an open area, I think, so you don't have to worry about suffocating on the wall, other than like when you fly up into the air. But as you saw, it works kind of like the sync mod does, where just your body just gets sent flying off into the distance. And so that's the Totem of Recalling. That's it for this mod showcase. Well, that's all for this video, and I'm sure you can tell by now, I do not script this at all, and I don't often do retakes, and sometimes I don't even set up the mod showcase right away. Power procrastination, bitch! Well, anyway, I hope you like, subscribe, comment, and get ready for more swear words in the future, maybe. I don't know. You're the ones who watch my videos. I don't even know why you do that. What is wrong with you?